Hello and welcome back to The Grey Cricketer, brought to you by ACCO, India's leading digital insurance company. My name is Ian Higgins. He over there is Sam Perry. Pez, the scores remain exactly the same. India 217, New Zealand 2 for 101. Nothing happened yesterday but rain, and some more rain. Bit of drizzle as well came in there in the late afternoon. But can you give it to me in grade terms?
Plenty of us have stood in pavilions, he goes, overlooking rain, feeling that familiar sense of anxiety lifting because we don't have to play.
Fuck yeah.
And in those situations, I feel like grade players would just be like, nice day for Ducks.
Nice. Yeah.
That's what I had to define it.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Now, Pez, I'm not sure if you caught this, but geez, the nature and the tone of the channel, the Grey Cricketers channel, just changed overnight. Just
after
changed.
day 3.
Just changed. Yeah, a bit of anger on there.
Yeah.
Bit of toxicity.
Yeah.
Everyone's shit all of a sudden. Everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Boomer no good. Kill Jamieson.
Yeah.
Kohli's shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's bad. Everything sucks. It's our problem. It's our fault. We're angry.
Yeah. Australia are getting overtaken by New Zealand. Tim
Yeah.
Payne's jealous of New Zealand. There was just a few comments there that were a little bit shirty, I felt.
Wowza.
Look, I don't consider myself Sigmund Freud
Yeah.
by any stretch, or Stephen Biddulph,
Sure.
or Pradeep John, as I mentioned
the weatherman.
yesterday.
Yes, he got in touch.
But it struck me that India had a couple of bad sessions
Yeah.
in the field, and the tone turned.
Yeah. And everyone jumped off YouTube. Not many blokes jumping online just catching up on the day's play.
Don't know. A couple of bad sessions, guys.
Yeah.
You'll be back.
Yeah.
Chill.
I promise you, Boomer is good. I
Yeah.
promise he's a good bowler.
Yeah.
Promise you. He'll be okay.
Not easy to find your length over there, over at the Rose Bowl. I don't know why I'm left-handed now, but
Yeah, well, doing something. RP Singh.
yeah.
Pez, now we're going to answer a couple of Ask TGCs.
Couple of RCGCs to catch up. Some RCGCs. Okay, so Nick S. writes in, boys, are we actually, and this is again following New Zealand having one good day.
Yep.
Boys, are we actually entering the Kiwi century? Hashtag AskTGC. He goes, now, just again, for those tuning in, it's day 4. We've just gone past day 4 of a 6-day match. New Zealand have had some good performances in the game.
Yeah.
So the question is, are we entering a century of New Zealand?
They're currently 116 runs behind India in the first innings.
Yes.
They could easily be rolled for 8 for 30 in the morning.
Exactly.
That could happen. But perhaps...
Are we entering the Kiwi century?
Perhaps we've already been living in the Kiwi century because this... I'm not sure who's owned this century circa 2000 to 2021. I'm not sure who's owned it because Australia had some dominance in it at the beginning. And South Africa did some stuff. England had a good team for a bit. But maybe actually the past decade is actually the decade of the Kiwi.
Well, they broke their World Cup rugby duck
They
in
certainly
that time
did.
as well.
They
So they've got
certainly
that
did.
building block in place.
Yeah, couple of World Cup finals in the cricket as well.
Yes.
Making this one as well. So that's 3. That's 3 in 6 years. Not bad.
That's right.
Not bad. So maybe we actually maybe this has just been Ross Taylor's generation and we're just living in it.
Yeah, I just would go back to the CTJ philosophy, CYJ, I should say.
Yeah.
Cool your jets.
Sure.
And I think
That's taken from old English language, which was called thy jets.
thy jets,
Yes.
and I always get those.
Yeah. Which was taken from Latin.
Damn,
I won't get into now, yeah.
That's right. English literature
I used to
classes.
say, cool thy jets!
Cool thy jets. And I think everyone needs to cool thy jets in relation to this match.
Cool thy jets.
I'm seeing pieces out there saying there's only 2 results possible now: a New Zealand win or a draw. Incorrect.
Jeez, I can see India winning still.
1000%.
New Zealand took 7 for 70. Why can't India take 8 for 50?
It can turn.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just-
And it happens all the time
it's
in
cricket.
England.
It's a
Yeah.
wet wicket.
Yeah.
It can turn. You don't think Ravi Shastri's in there fucking bollocking the boys?
Yeah.
I really mean that, bollocking, like the
Yeah.
way Louis Van Gaal used to drop his pants so you could see how big his balls were. You can't tell me Ravi Shastri hasn't done that. And I say that with respect.
Oh, 100%.
Have a look at those balls.
Yeah.
Boomer will be steaming in.
Look at the shoulders on the bloke.
Indeed. So are we entering the Kiwi century? No, there is nothing structural to suggest that we're entering a New Zealand century.
Okay, we disagree because I think we've been living in the Kiwi century.
Okay, and we can, and that's one of the most beautiful things in life is just disagreeing amicably.
Well, I don't agree to that.
Indeed, that's proves my point. Srijoy Mukherjee writes in, and there's 2 questions on Kyle Jamieson here, and we want to put this to bed, okay? So I'm going to read both.
I love to put Kyle Jamieson
Srijoy
to bed.
Mukherjee and also Rahul Nathaki. Okay, so Srijoy says, but as one of the few who saw the Jamo Christian interview before it was taken off, I don't see what the big deal is. All he said was he didn't want to bowl to Kohli with the Duke's ball. Could you explain to me in grade terms what the hullabaloo is about Cheers, and Rahul says, boys, given that the suppression of the interview is the work of the RCB, aka the deep state, and given Jamo is a key figure of this whole thing while being part of the deep state, would you say that Jamo is the QAnon of cricket? A couple questions there.
Few things going on. Srijoy said that he was one of the few people in a very elite club. I think about 110,000 people already saw it before I could take it down. So few people caught it. Few people did catch it. Now, we don't know what the actual reason was for it to be taken down, but it wasn't. Virat Kohli was not behind the camera that we know of.
Yeah, I mean, the eyes kept darting up above him.
I did see a shadow of an MRF bat in the background as well, just a blade just sort of flourishing, much like Virat's cover drive.
Like a sword to me.
That was Rahane's. Is Jamo part of QAnon? Seems like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wouldn't call him Q. It's more of a crypto kind of guy, Jamo, to me.
Oh,
he burst onto the scene.
He's like the Winklevoss boys.
Yes.
He's the third Winklevoss. He was big into Bitcoin. Yeah. He started Facebook, allegedly.
Well, early incredible gains in his career, much like crypto, but we're not sure what it is.
Could he go the way of Chris Tremlett?
And I don't understand it. And I don't understand it in terms of New Zealand cricket, because Jamo is not a New Zealand cricketer. I've said that before.
Yeah, he doesn't fit into it.
There's too much throb. There's too much Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's something. I'm not saying something's wrong with it. I mean, I believe that about crypto. I don't trust it as far as I could throw it. Okay, we're not financial advisors.
Mm-hmm. Not yet.
Not yet. But I'd say Jamo is more of a crypto in that deep state, digital, dark
nothing
web,
makes sense with Jamo.
Wild West kind of world that we're living in.
I like that, because he also used to start. He started life as a batsman. I mean, look at it.
Of course he did.
Look at it.
Yeah.
It's like Suleiman Ben bowling off spin. What's that about? Come on.
Yeah.
Then you're back.
Yeah, that's QAnon. Suleiman Ben bowling off spin. In grade terms, what the hullabaloo about the interview was about, I don't know, but I think you'll find if we ever released it, you're going to be deeply disappointed.
Yeah.
So just let it be.
Yeah.
Just let it sit there, okay?
Yes.
And to those who are abusing Kyle Jamieson for getting Kohli out, why?
Fucking cool thy jets.
Cool thy jets. CTJ.
Which is actually the name of our cryptide that we're releasing later in the year for Christmas.
And it's not to be confused with the English cricket journalist Christopher Martin Jenkins.
Yeah, of course.
CMJ.
Or CDG.
Yes.
Colin the Great Man.
Someone's sitting there
Anything
just
else?
listening to talk about this going like, does he mean de Grandhomme?
A lot of people listen to this being like, geez, I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow.
Oh, there's some cricket.
Same.
This is very meta, you see. This is the sort of chat you have when it's raining.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the art
These are the kind of conversations you have in the sheds where you realise I fucking hate my teammates.
We rehearsed this about 10 times.
I know.
A lot goes into this sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't want to lift the lid too much. There's nothing on this screen, by the way.
It's an old compact Presario.
These questions do not exist. I'm playing solitaire here. All right, Nick Cross, finally. Just to change tack a little bit, back into our old wheelhouse here.
Yeah,
Been a
okay.
little while. Nick Cross says, when Tim Payne says the Australian team is 100% behind Langer, does he mean they are all standing behind his back, wielding knives like Roman senators, awaiting the arrival of Julius Caesar?
Yeah. You know that scene in 300 where Gerard Butler kicks the guy into the cave? Kick. Yeah. That's got nothing to do with anything. I just want to remind you what a great scene that was.
Yeah. What's the state of play on Tim Payne and the boys being 100% behind Justin Langer?
The only way...
What's your first thought when I say that?
My first thought is be very careful about what you say.
Seriously, so like we're sitting here doing a show mainly to Indians talking about coach, and now you're worried about what Payne's saying about Langer.
Well, when you think about the major power brokers in cricket, I think Tim Payne and Justin Langer. The only way England win the Ashes is if there's some sort of massive blow up in the team. So I think everything's all good. I think everything's all good in the Aussie camp. All the boys are right behind everyone. It's a good group. Exactly. They don't play cricket anymore, but that's actually half the battle.
Don't underestimate Australian males' ability to suppress things and repress things.
Oh, I've buried some stuff deep down inside.
And keep those feelings down. Oh, yeah.
You push them deep down inside.
Indeed, especially if, the unification helps us defeat England.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're 100% behind Langer. As we've said, there might be problems, but all the Quicks have to do is grow a moustache and bowl through the chest. It usually does the job against England.
Mate, what would happen if Hazelwood got like a sleeve? Can you imagine the scenes there. Hazelwood, country boy. Usually bowls with some straw coming out of his mouth. That's how relaxed he is. Imagine if he came with a sleeve in the Ashes. Holy shit.
I'd worry about him. I'd worry that
That he was okay.
method got into country.
If his teeth were all fucked up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah, I don't think that happened there. He's a sensible mate. Josh Hazlewood is actually one of the most underrated smart people in cricket. So he's a bright boy.
I think Marnus said that he's like underrated Nuffy as well. Like just sliding with some stats. Like, what? You're not supposed to know that. Despite playing cricket at the top level as your job, you're not supposed to know anything about cricket.
I think Hazlewood could low key destroy anybody with a sledge if he wants, because he would know how to open the smallest part of it, the side of his mouth, to say something while keeping his eyes.
He's a ventriloquist.
Forward. Yeah, he's the best ventriloquist. Plus, being from the country, he's got economy of words.
That's right.
So the answer is, the boy Tim Payne and the boys are definitely
Right
behind
behind,
Langer.
right behind, right
I
behind
think
the
Langer's
boys.
changed his ways. I think that was they did a review, and that was the kind of request that he change his ways. And my understanding is that the
worked.
50-year-old guy will definitely change his ways
Change his
around
ways.
how he operates, and he'll be keen to do that.
That's right.
Keen for younger guys to tell him how to do his job.
Now, Pez, let's just wrap this up, this day's play. What was your favourite part about the day?
My favourite part about the day was a number of pictures of commentators on social media arriving at the ground with their umbrellas upturned and comments underneath going, hopefully we get some play today.
Hey, hopefully get some day 5 action.
Yeah, day 5. So,
mate, this test
couple
match
of days to go.
This test match started in like March.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.